Hello. It's so nice to see you all again. Pardon me while I clear out my throat and try to get my voice into tune. It's not as easy as I would like it to be, much to my dismay. I believe I see an Ava Pep. I wanted to do something. What is it that I wanted to do? I do not remember. Oh, yes. I do remember now. I wanted to set up the chat. So at least then I can actually see you guys. I also want to do some At Night's music as well. I need to update my playlist. It's a bit out of date, sadly. Oh boy. Right. So, the voice.
That's an amazing view. Yeah, that's very nice. Alright. On to the forest.
Sorry, trying to get my voice into tune. It's a bit inconsistent, I'm afraid. But it is something I'm working on. Although it's a bit too breathy, I feel.
I'm also relatively heavy, I'm just extra heavy.
That's a statement.
Maybe. I mean, he is made of rocks. Or crystals,
I mean,
whatever.
he is a cool rock
Evening,
person.
dears.
Yeah,
I trust everything was well.
The coolest rock person there is.
Yes.
Good. Travelled safely, I hope.
Yes. Achieved some hunt. Food from hunt.
Wonderful. Stragglers, I assume.
Okay, they're back. Now I think the
I'm
question
sorry?
begins.
Stragglers, I assume.
So,
Yes.
You'd think the humans would learn by now to not take casual
We must
walks.
find people of authority first.
Come again, dear.
People of great authority within this
Have you
specific area.
learned of our
Common
situation
business.
as of now?
Question.
No, I have only just recently woken up.
Question-based business.
Is there something the matter?
The guy that was at the IDM,
The,
maybe he can help us with that.
Lord Protector of Blackstone has come with his retinue,
We have what's to
one of which is a
Here we do
human.
have
Lady
beer.
Evelyn has asked us to treat them with respect. I believe she is in the meeting room with them as we speak,
He
negotiating.
is a pretty
I
boy.
see.
How about you?
If they come from Blackstone City, then we must treat them with the utmost respect.
Indeed we are. I just gave them a tour of this luxurious place.
Wonderful.
I'm pretty good.
But yes, I believe Miss Evelyn might be meeting with
Fuck, I forgot your
them.
name.
I see.
Wish to.
Before I stop paying
I rather not intrude. I imagine she would, well, not take too kindly.
How you doing?
I say. This is the
Back
situation we
together.
are in now, so.
Very happy.
Yes. Any sign of our wonderful neighbours?
No, not
No,
yet.
they've been
thankfully.
exceptionally quiet as of now. But I am keeping on guard
I see.
now. And with these new armaments, there's
think
something
I
else I
might
need to talk to you about in private.
Go outside to
Sure.
just
If you'll just give me a moment,
take a stroll really quick if you don't mind.
you may
I
go
will
and
go
do
alone
that.
if needed.
Please don't. I want you to avoid injuries if possible.
go with
Thank you, Leon.
To drink this, I'm gonna separate myself.
Nice to see you again, Lady Ophelia.
I want to keep my blood
A
inside.
pleasure as always. How have your sales gone since we last spoke? Hello, dear.
I'm doing pretty well. I managed to go on a little job that's outside of my expertise in terms of merchant business, and yeah, I'm definitely a lot more financially stable than I was before.
Wonderful news.
Okay.
What?
Perhaps
That doesn't mean I'm
new
gonna stop
wares,
merchant
perhaps.
business anytime soon. Possibly, yeah.
Know more about what?
Something I've been considering.
Place looks warm and
I do look forward to what you
Actually,
find.
you're the one saying that they showed up here.
Well, I hope it's worthwhile for sure.
Well, I wasn't there when the big thing happened on Sunday. I wasn't there. All we need to have
Thank you
is
very
a
much,
couple of
partly.
weird here, that's all. I don't think
Well, if you excuse me. Nice to see you again, dear.
Oh. I come bearing a question.
Ask away.
Well, it's just a couple questions. I am aware, or I think I'm aware, that a group of people with funny old, rather morally disturbing fox-headed masks came here a while back.
Yes, they did. Quite the
Ah.
entourage.
Did anything happen besides them just being there? Any unfortunate events around the time frame they arrived? Did they get up to no good, or were they just visitors?
They were visitors, but he did leave quite the mess and made quite the commotion. But that seems like... Well, I don't want to
Any,
assume...
like, specifics for the commotion? Or just...
I heard screaming.
Yes, screaming, unusual noises, flatulence, banging, the usual kind of things. You can imagine
They
people
just
that...
did they just go around banging things and screaming, or were they just making sense noises
I
around?
think it was their room.
Yes, it was just making noises
some
within their
walking
room.
around.
So there were some up in a room banging and screaming and such.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
I was there during that too, and from what I remember, I know they were in
Vaguely
some other
weird
person's room at one point.
Not-
They were in someone else's room, or at least a room that wasn't for them,
Hanging off the.
and
Okay.
they
Ah,
were told
so they
about it by
Okay,
another staff member.
generally weird stuff that's not really problematic, I guess.
Not sure.
Hmm.
Not too sure.
Are they of
Right.
concern?
a tad suspicious. No links to it, but very, very suspicious.
Hmm.
Wait, Flotsam.
I'll be sure to keep an eye on them.
Remember that weird situation where we saw someone with a fox helmet? I think it was in your room when you had it for the night. Or was it someone else's room?
Why not?
I don't know.
Someone told me there's a werewolf outside.
A werewolf?
What?
I wonder if it's Martin.
That's a concern.
Wolf? Where?
Pete! No, oh my god, Pete.
Probably in a warehouse.
The person with a suit, same color hair, something like that.
Trying to say it doesn't feel
With a
very
blue,
accurate.
with the other staff person worked here. Said he walks not a werewolf around. I should be careful.
Spies here, yeah.
God damn it.
Most unusual. Normally werewolves tend to be
Yeah.
somewhat amicable, especially considering we're in their lands.
Do you have like a violence against werewolves too?
Dear, we are in a a contract of sorts with the Lycan Council here, so we have no qualms of Lycans.
Ah,
I don't know.
so
The person
that's
said
Always an angel
to
behind
me.
I was about to say, there was something interesting.
I
Werewolves.
don't know how you feel with the whole
Come again, dear. Sorry, it is quite loud.
The Lycans are out
Yeah,
there.
well, I know something I found interesting.
And what is that?
I'm gonna get closer.
2 nights ago, I found that there was an angel here. Another one that isn't me. And do I know something? Nobody cared. It's had a full wheel in display.
That is a good
Yes,
question.
we had another angelic here.
It's fine, dear.
Yeah, so I just spread my wings and nobody cared.
You were wrong.
I mean,
You've been here quite a few times.
I've seen weirder.
Once we're used to you, it's not so
Sure, but
bad.
they don't even
However,
want.
if you want to keep your identity secret and not have judgmental eyes in your direction, I would highly suggest not to see you to anyone. Humans, anything of a light persuasion, might be seen a bit negatively.
So I still have to keep my identity a secret, even though everyone took another angel well.
Pardon for the crass question, dear, but why do you want people to know that you are an angelic being in a land of darkness and undead? If anything, you want to keep your identity a secret.
Okay.
To be fair, I accidentally ended up here one day. So once when I realized that this place existed, I liked it here. Though I didn't know that it was now getting more connected to Blackstone every single day.
But yeah.
And Blackstone is my problem. But, any other way, I don't mind vampires and all the sorts.
I'm afraid we're making relations to Blackstone, so you'll be seeing them quite frequently, I'm afraid.
Why not? You're gonna be like.
I don't mind,
Sorry,
as long as they don't... As long as there's a neutral sign between me and them, I don't mind.
They see everyone here as abomination.
This is neutral ground.
Oh.
If you cause any problems, you will have to deal with security.
Yeah, they'll definitely get
Okay,
a sword in
good.
the face.
But
You know, bad for
I
business
just
and the
don't like
likes.
lying. It's not because the whole angel thing, it's because I just generally don't like to say like, oh, I'm a fucking bird, or a blind bird, and then I'm going to explain why I can fly
You can just
so
tell them that you
well. Not so well.
wish to keep it private. You don't have to lie. Just
blind
not
bird.
tell them. Sorry, dear.
Okay.
So I'm aware that there is a no policy for people, just humans.
Human, yeah.
As you can probably guess, we feast on humans.
Yeah.
Some people cannot control their
I have
hunger.
a question.
Sure.
Yeah, a question to ask. How exactly does it work? Is it just if you're a person you're thrown out, or is there some extra dimensional sort of thing that keeps them at bay?
The gateway denies access to those who are human. However, exceptions are made.
Okay.
If they have discussions with myself or with Evelyn, they are allowed entry. Which is the reason why the
Did
entourage
those
that is
folks
with
the mask? Oh, did they discuss?
those who are with the Lord Protector have been given prior permission.
I'm talking about did the people with the funny masks have prior permission, or did they show up just spontaneously?
Are you meaning to tell me that those beings are humans?
No,
I don't know. We thought they were people,
They may
but if
be
they
in
showed up
masks.
here,
Hmm.
I'm not sure what they are.
They should not be showing up here if they are
A
human.
little bit of a giveaway, but I've seen weird people.
If anything, they
not-
should
People are
be...
weird.
Yeah, they are strange looking, and I originally thought they weren't.
Okay,
we originally thought they
that
were,
solves
but if they
another
were
issue
showing up
then.
here,
Okay, good to know.
this would prove otherwise. So we're looking into it.
I
I got a
see.
theory.
Right.
What if your barrier didn't really detect them as being human when they entered? Because they masked it so well. Not even I can tell, and usually I could.
If the barrier doesn't work, dear, I would be able to see it.
Walk around a little bit.
Hmm.
I want to get merchants' knees where they're just
I'm
constantly
not too
sore.
sure then.
The barrier has worked for 150 years and beyond.
Exactly.
Read the rules.
You have been a joy. Thank you for your answers. This should be the last question. If there's any more, I apologize.
Do not apologize, dear. I enjoy entertaining people's questions. Good conversations, after all.
Oh, then.
Oh, you mean that? Yeah. Okay. So
And in
yeah,
that case, do you eat rocks?
Right.
Do I eat rocks?
Uh-huh.
So,
I have been made aware
Right
that you are
now,
having a meeting of sorts.
we're looking
Has it been
at
concluded?
a good possibility
I see.
that they are.
So there is
Not human.
a human on the ground.
You know what? We can talk about this.
Yes, I can smell them from over here. But I'm assuming they are with the Lord Protector. Pleasure to meet you again, dear.
Be right,
I'm my protector and I have some talking too.
They have some... Come again, Sai.
Hmm? Oh, I'm saying, I have some questions for him too. Possibly talking. It's about, Blackstone having a bounty on my head? I didn't know I was,
I do remember this being mentioned. Sadly, I don't really think I have the answers to your questions.
No. That's why I'm suspecting he would. Not you.
Perhaps. Maybe ask him.
Yeah, that's what I will do once when he gets done busy. I don't want to nag. I hate nagging.
Disagree.
I wish.
If you excuse me, I have a few things I need to do.
Okay, and just one last question. If the soul comes here, are we allowed to defend it?
Defend the soul, or defend the inn?
No, this. Why would I defend people who make monsters look bad?
You are a light-based being. I expected you to take their side. Sorry for being a bit...
No!
Wow, stereotypical.
I suppose.
It's okay.
I am going to need to speak with you.
And... what is
in the
that
meeting room,
about?
please. It's urgent.
I'll take that as a maybe. It depends.
As long as you understand that you are causing harm to yourself and you're at risk of causing injury, then yes, you may participate.
Jack,
but
I need you
bear
to
in
the
mind
meeting room,
that
please.
we are also beings of darkness, and if you were to display your power, you might cause us harm.
I'll do my best.
So if you excuse me, I have a few things I need to do.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismember every Do you know there were light beings that attached to my mother's church? You know what happened to them? They had to get feeding for the rest of their lives because they disconnected their spinal cords through their brains.
I will hide on the toilet. I will hide on the toilet. The toilet is a pretty good place to stay at. No one will attack on the toilet.
Killing off light beings.
I agree with this person. But the toilet is a safe place.
What?
What?
No.
What? It is! No one would try to attack someone on the toilet. Why are you attacking people on the toilet?
Wait,
what?
Is it?
Listen to me, dummy.
That's used to
Yes.
the back part.
Hopefully I'm not the one getting intimidated here.
I doubt it. No, you are completely fine and do not need to worry.
And this is urgent.
I trust you.
There are complications at the moment with the situation with Blackstone. Ophelia, if you are not aware, the king came here, and we made a deal that he would make a fortress here in Gale. It was to improve our standing with them, trade routes, more eyes, so we could be more aware of where the House of Soul is, and assisting them in their war. Now things have become a little complicated. I am now indebted to the Lord Protector. I have to outright cancel this deal with the king. for this fortress.
Why are you indebted to the Lord Protector?
Yeah, I did inform you that I once wanted to find every blooded lady and lord that there is.
Yes, and this is related to the Lord Protector. How?
He is going to assist me. If I need him, and his Death Knights, as he called them. I'll have a way to call for them and assist me in killing another lord if the time comes.
And Lord Raymond cannot give you the same thing?
I imagine the king is obviously under the protection of this Lord Protector, hence the name, and most of their garrison, guards, and resource come from him.
It does need audio connection, yes.
Apparently there is this other underlying thing that we have not discussed, which is, it's political. There is something called the Golden Empire, or something of the sort, that looms over them, and if they were to make a deal with us, that means this empire would be more likely coming to try and take our land. My deal with them was we were going to offer them resource here in Gale, since there is plentiful of it, trees, metals, everything. But obviously, if this empire sees that we have these resources, it makes it, well, a place for wanting to be conquered. He said that this was guaranteed if we were to make this fortress, and them having their own war, they could not offer more. This is obviously not the king's word, but with all due respect.
Are you aware that
The king seems
Lord
little-
Protector seems to have a negative reputation in
I am
Blackstone?
aware. Oh yes. He hates our kind with a burning passion.
And yet you have a deal with them. Why?
And I hate my own kind too.
It's different hating your own kind and hating an entire class of species, Evelyn.
Well, he made it very clear that he also wishes to keep Blackstone safe, which involves a lot of people like us and other races, so...
So is he in
understood
some
that
sort
he was
of...
hypocritical in what he was saying.
I'm sure love and understanding will help us defeat Saul.
We have done fine against Saul, but, well, a century and a half. Although I will admit we are not a fighting force, we are a brothel. We don't have a private military, so to speak. My concern is more to do with why a deal was struck with Blackstone in the first place.
Here is the thing. And here is where I suppose I can cheat my way out of this debt. I will deny his offer, but I will not stop King Raymond from conquering Gale and setting up his own fortress without my permission.
So you wish to turn a blind eye to it? And what about the Counts of Lycans? Have you not appeased them? We are on this island because of them.
Now that I understand the upper complication of that, and I have yet to meet this council or even your god. But I'm hoping perhaps maybe I can leave that to you, since you seem to be the sweet talker.
Could go see if they've convened again, or if they're still running in the woods. I have a few friends I can talk to.
Furthermore, if I cannot make this deal, whoever is in charge of Gale, being this council, if King Raymond is to go to this council and this council is to accept him instead, then I am still holding up my part of the bargain. He is making a deal with the true owners of this island.
The happens if they don't eat him first?
He is of our blood, right?
He is. Lord Raymond is a vampire as well, so he would be welcomed.
He would have a better chance.
Yeah.
Not to mention, if I was there
guess my only
beforehand,
concern-
I can make prior introductions. I do not want any more of this deals without my observation.
The only complication is still this Golden Empire. If what the Lord Protector said is true, we may have another threat coming down to our home.
One that aligns with Soul.
Yes.
They align with Soul.
Well, they are humans looking to conquer and gain more materials and land.
Humans
Worst
bicker
comes to
amongst
shove,
their
they
own
could.
land as it is. How do we know there is an allegiance with Soul of some sort?
There is probably not, but like we are trying to align ourselves with Blackstone, it is very possible, and not out of the question, that they could side together.
Sloppy. Did you ever gather enough information to make a decision?
No, but I love cheating on debts, so... And I knew I could cheat on this. That was enough information for me.
Cheating debts with an individual is fine.
This sounds
but an
really
entire...
bad considering I'm doing a deal with you. I just... It's different, okay?
I gotcha.
It's in my nature, I must apologize.
I already made a deal. You waltzed in and took the... fruits of the labor, I guess.
Would you have me any other way?
If I had a choice.
You would have me as a full blood. I'm sure.
Evelyn, dear, I have come to terms with that you're a half-blood. I'd rather you be a bit more educated. Considering that you were a bounty hunter before, do you not want to have information of who you're targeting? Resources, links, the like.
My dear Ophelia, that is what our coven is for. But you do not wish for people to do deals without you knowing, so sometimes things will be complicated and difficult if we are trying to get under the noses of those that we do not trust or know nothing about. I need people to work freely and as quickly as possible.
This is about my thing.
Yes, you have provided information.
There's... well... the people of Blackstone are currently at war with their north. Something about people starting a war that they had to get involved in, whatever. This war teeters on the brink of collapse or victory, depending on individuals and materials. I suggested to Lady Evelyn that perhaps in a show of good faith and altruism, I could perhaps...
It does indeed, partly.
lend my services to them and show that we are not simply taking advantage of them, but we are actively willing to help. I would not get myself too involved in the conflict, but battles here and there, perhaps light skirmishes, you know, just enough to make them think that, you know, we actually care.
The first problem with this is assuming that they think we're taking advantage of them. We are a brothel. We provide services of a sexual nature. We are not taking advantage of anyone here. They
That
pay
is
for the
because
service.
I offered land here to King.
Land which you...
And once I did, he was worried that... we
Land
would take it.
that you do not own.
I own the land around the surrounding area, yes.
Which is lent to us by the council.
And I'm sure it will be as easy to explain to a council that we are trying to remove of the human heretics on this island, and thus a vampire king has offered his services. And his human slaves are willing to help fight our war. I have thought this through, I promise.
Have you?
You need to tell them they don't like surprises.
No surprises would need to be had. I feel like we have not gathered enough information, thought about this enough. This is the first time I'm hearing about this, Evelyn.
Time moves without you, my dear. Look,
cards.
We are at war, and every day there is a problem here at the Vixen. One day, they are going to come with something far bigger and far stronger than what we can deal with. We need eyes, and that was my intention. If I gave them land, that means they would relay messages to us quickly, and we would have more eyes on what this House of Soul is doing. Easier trade routes, which means more supplies for us and them. It just worked. But unfortunately, this empire is now our problem. And I do not trust the Lord Protector. He had a certain finesse about him. I don't think he would waste his
Finesse.
He may be brash, but he's straightforward.
You know, I sometimes think that you would not waste my time, Evelyn, but you surprise me at every corner.
Me and the Lord Protector used to be considered family. We lived in the same place called Metropolis. Heard of it?
Ah, yes. The Metropolis. Never personally been there. Heard it's quite a wonderful
It's a
place.
lovely place. He used to reside there. He also came because apparently his king had put his home at risk. Apparently, Blackstone or something of the sort is meant to be kept a secret. I wasn't really paying attention. He was boring me at that point. And his king wanted to keep it safe or something.
They just...
Why are you the one who makes negotiations if you're not willing to pay attention to details, Evelyn?
Because the deals are the more important part. I don't care about his...
You complain about being in a war, but you've put another one on our doorstep. Not to mention...
Actually, I've avoided a war by listening to the Lord Protector. He said that this Golden Empire would come if I made this deal with this king. So now I am doing as you please. I'm removing ourselves from the king. But if we do need their services, there is an easy way to trick them and work around this deal that I have made. And now I have something that confirms what I need, which is
a veritable
removing
city,
the lords and
yes,
ladies.
going to be tricked by a small pleasure house.
Do you doubt yourself? You are a vampire, after all. It is in our nature.
I do not doubt
Anyway,
myself.
I wanted you
Evelyn.
to be here because obviously you needed to be informed of the ongoings. And unfortunately, I believe this trade deal will slow and lessen. For the time being. Until this whole political mess is sorted.
Do you work under Blackstone?
No. I do have a merchant's license there, but nothing more.
Then why would their trade slow?
I'm sorry, say again.
Why would their trade slow if they're not affiliated with Blackstone?
Is it about the thing you talked to me about outside? Gazebo?
Yes. The deal that I made with them was that they were going to, once we provide them supplies, they would go back and forth so we weren't using our own people and having them trade. Obviously they would be paid and have protection, probably like Nadar, because he knows the forests the best, to move supplies to this fortress. And that was going to be my deal to secure their concerns of why we are wanting their help. But it does not matter anymore because the deal is null and void.
I see.
Ophelia, you might not believe it, but I am trying to help the land here in Gale. And we're not going to be able to do that if we do not have the numbers. Like you said, we are just a whorehouse. Fighting a war.
When Lord Sebastian was still around, we had a bit more strength. But considering we have to rely on our meager staff and household, it makes things a bit more complicated.
Yes, I understand you cannot call to the blooded whelps anymore. So this is my alternative.
Are you not concerned that you are trading one master for another?
Explain.
You seek assistance from Blackstone. You turn a blind eye to them invading Gale. They have a city. They have manpower. Better technology than us, better resources. What if they help us remove Sol, and in turn onto us? Though they have us surrounded, they have infrastructure around us. They pillage resources.
Perhaps. But alliances, there are deals, contracts, and things of the sort that keep these things from happening. But it is definitely a concern. But I believe Blackstone is currently on the run. Their home is literally flying.
Until they find a new place to settle. Apparently it's going to happen soon.
Involved in a war of their own. One that teeters on the brink of collapse.
If they cannot build a simple fortress here in Gale, and they are so concerned about this empire, they are certainly not going to try and take Gale. Not yet, anyway. A food for thought another time, perhaps.
If you would let me gnaw at the carcass, anyway.
And perhaps an ear in their words in their ear could be persuasive from a friend who helped them in a time of need.
Then I suggest perhaps making ambassadors. People that deal directly with certain new key places, such as Blackstone.
You seem to have the finesse.
I may have the finesse, but my availability is low.
If only
I will. I will discuss with a couple of the staff members and see who is best suited.
If I am the one who is to be chosen, I do not mind. I just need to find
We can always have
time
more
on my
than one,
schedule.
of course.
Of course. It gets boring talking to the same person.
I think this meeting is adjourned. You to go enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for your time. Sorry to chew your ear off.
problem. I appreciate you bringing me up here to hear about this. You let me know if you ever need anything else.
Will I be required or no more?
No, I need time to think on this unless either of you need to speak to me about anything more.
Nothing that I can currently think of, Evelyn.
Well, cards have been dealt.
Yes, with a hand that should not have been drawn.
Well, the situation we are in, I'm willing to play along.
So am I. But Elizabeth attacked. Could have been used.
It is what it is.
We have known Blackstone for 2 to 3 weeks. That is not enough time to understand their specific needs.
And yet I am friends with the king. If I talk to him, I could, offer my services as such that perhaps I can be more than just a guest to his table, but an ear to listen to. A voice of reason. Always the adventurous one.
You are indeed, yes. I will need to think on this a bit, I feel.
You always show up eventually.
Yes. I will leave it up to you.
Beatrix, I hope you're having a good evening.
Good morning. Yes.
Gang wars, politics, all the council.
I hope your evening is good as well.
A little bit stressful, but nothing
Stuff falling on
I can't deal with.
You can't get rid of a cat gang member.
I mean, I can in fact get rid of a cat gang member. It's actually very easy. Call having a sword and a gun. It was before he was stabbed, alright.
Then 10 more show up the next day.
Yeah, but when you're tied up and put on branches when you get teleported somewhere in the Feywild, and then you wake up, your arm is behind you, so your side by fucking super tight vines.
Well, you're a new face. I haven't seen you here before.
Yes, no. First time.
How are you finding the place so far?
It's quite nice. The steak was good. The snake oils I can get used to. My body just disintegrates whatever in them, so.
I see. Yes, the snake oil you want me to get used to, I'm afraid, dear. It is different every time.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's why they both have different flavors. Alright.
But yes, pleasure to meet your acquaintance. I'm Ophelia Rahvenst.
My name is Kaylin. It's nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Your tree is something. I can say that right now.
I assume you're on about Nadar.
Yes. He made me laugh so much that I decided to lay on the ground for 5 minutes and contemplate my life.
Yes, he's quite cultured, I guess you could say. He has been traveling and has picked up a few traits here and there.
Maybe he shouldn't have some of those traits because, oh good lord.
Sadly, I do not keep much control of Nadar. Oriana tends to do that. Speaking of which, I've not seen her for quite some time. I wonder if that's the reason why Nadar is playing up.
Possibly, I guess. Oh, I'm guessing his name is Nadar then.
Yes, his name is Nadar. They say their name was Kaelin.
Okay. But I may be thinking of spending the night. Maybe.
If you do, be sure to either tell me or someone at the front desk. We'll find an available room for you. And
Yes, ma'am. Thank you very much.
perhaps a partner as well, if you so wish to indulge.
I'll have to think about that. Because sometimes when my emotions act up, I don't want to accidentally disintegrate somebody.
I see.
Acidic. I'm an acidic slime. What?
Sorry, dear. I kindly ask that you go into the building and stay inside. Unless, of course, you wish to...
Well, that's mildly inconvenient.
It is indeed. It's always when I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Yes. Exactly. Oh, they're ready. Yes,
I was just about to see if I wanted to turn in for the night.
Understandable. That's a good idea. While everyone else is out here killing things, you can go up and
Is this safe as supposed to be as a patron? Nadar,
Don't mind the screaming.
do you happen to know where they're coming from? Do the trees speak
not
to you?
currently. I think my hand is up. I can certainly go ask them.
Stop flapping.
I don't know why. I'll go ask. Trees.
He's a tree whisperer.
Yes, he's a bit sensitive about it. Anyway, dear, if you'd like to go inside and we can find you a room.
Have a good night. Smoochies.
Itself is otherwise occupied currently. Look, I'm just saying, the best way to be safe from all the danger, pay someone for a night, go up to a room, just sleep through it all. You'll hear gunshots and screaming and blood and murder and fire. You can just, have a good time during it all.
I've heard quite a few people like the ambience.
Exactly.
But I prefer not to do it in here. It's kind of
Yours
wide.
looks pretty lethal. It's like a morning star attached to your torso.
Yep, pretty much. Also, I'm gonna move out of the way considering he's the boss like me. So what can I do?
Okay, actually, I'm passing you my way. He walked out there.
Where did Pete go?
Ronan,
Pete? Pete, go outside.
could you please find a room for
Pete, go outside.
I didn't even notice him. Probably did.
a slime
I might have to go after him. Hold on.
patron?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I'll go
Can
get
my
them.
stuff back, please. If that's okay, I'm gonna go after my Pete that decided to go outside for some reason. Actually, let me just
Never mind.
That you know.
If you'd like to go to the reception,
Pay
we
for
can book
this.
you in.
Wonderful. Come along. Rowan, we have a customer.
They're at the front door. They got something big and metallic and robotic.
That is concerning.
And are you saying the night?
I like that.
Just the night.
As one does. Hello. Good to see you
Hello.
again.
And to you.
Yes. You've chosen quite the time to show up. I think we're about to be invaded by savage humans.
I don't know.
I was wondering what y'all were doing out there.
I did decide to show up just to make sure that.
You're fine, dear.
Don't see anything
Yes.
yet.
I heard from Jack that there is a specific large metallic being. I'm not too sure
Do you
how
want me
that's going to
move
go.
forward?
No, stay here. You'll be able to get a vantage point from here regarding the bridge.
Yeah, I might need like 10 or 5 or 50 people more for this metallic thing.
Where are you two, dear?
At the entrance.
I see.
But it's very slow. I'm just gonna walk.
If you two could go.
Yes.
Take care. Are you ready for combat?
Always.
Good. I imagine the House of Soul will send some
everything.
knights.
Yeah, nothing really stops this thing, so,
No one. They have Beatrix. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Hmm.
There's nothing that could possibly get past her. Except
You would be surprised.
anything with combative capabilities. Yeah.
In which case, they're gonna get through very quickly.
Well, you see, I wouldn't be surprised, my lady. Just very disappointed.
I think it does, and that would.
Very.
Oh, are you really forcing my hand in regards to actually making my combat model for Ophelia?
What is that? That looks like a construct.
Yes, I heard.
Fighting a construct.
Yes, I heard word from everyone that there is a construct
Yeah,
of some sort.
I guess.
Apparently
Yes, I
nothing
could
can
guard
stop
the back.
from this move.
We don't really have the means to deal with a construct.
Hello.
Hello? You wouldn't happen to have anything that
Sorry
can
to
deal
bore
with a
myself.
construct? Would you?
We're talking blunt force.
Perhaps, I'm not too sure.
Oops, that is the wrong suit of combat. Hello. Also a construct. Also capable of hitting things really heavy, really hard.
He is asking if Chris wants to get into. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
If you don't have the means, if you need blunt force, I'm pretty sure me and
Like they
would you be
said,
good
if
to
we get
help?
to here, we can deal with them. Otherwise, let them handle it.
Madam Ophelia.
I just
Is
heard them
Nadar
say
down
they
there?
don't. They might not have
Nadar.
Kick some butt.
Listen
but-
to me, you big bitch. Sorry.
Oh,
No, he's not. I thought he went.
They don't have the.
I think I'm having a lapse in my memory.
I see.
So I was wondering. Be fine with me helping.
If you happen to see Nadar, the slime wishes for his company.
Offering your service and then
Hmm.
you cut over without listening.
I see.
Then go then. Offer your proper service.
Nee.
You know what? Offer
The
our
offer is
services
out
while you
there.
got it.
Whether you take it or leave it, that is your decision to make.
I would say that
I mean, kind of.
reserve your strength
Something out there.
until the end of the in premises
Got it.
in earnest.
Stand by.
Stand by. Stand by. Actually, let me just. I just want to have a proper look. at
Oh,
what
it's
this thing is. Is it? Is that the goal?
it is moving towards the bridge.
Oh, it is
With
coming
this-
Rip
closer.
out its core.
Okay, are they
Would
able
you
to?
like me to? You know what? If it's coming closer.
Hold on.
we'll get back to it.
Wait, they're
does not
holding
believe that it
back. Is
can
there a reason
die.
for that? Is it fine?
Hmm.
Have they like?
I look like they're escorting you, ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
If they ain't got their weapons
We need
out,
everyone.
they might be protected.
Where is Nadar? It is marching straight in through the
Perhaps
gates.
it's coming here for a purpose.
That's what I was thinking.
Hmm.
So, yay or nay, or until the vent. Sorry, Pastor.
It should be fine for the time being.
Okay. Sorry if I'm being intrusive.
It is fine.
I can't be blamed for this one.
That's funny, I
Like,
thought
we
it was
all clearly saw that they
the
were
other
wrong.
tree guy. That was
No,
outside.
yeah, it kind of looked like a. I thought that thing looks really massive. Holy fuck. Well, like I said, if it gets past this gate, and do I have permission to hit it? Unique.
Nothing that would cause too much harm to the premise, please.
Yeah, no, don't worry. I'm not gonna. I won't cause any damages to here. This is not that much of a destructive weapon. Don't worry. Ooh, they really seem to be. Did they get it? They get it?
So,
Did
Nadar
they?
is the tree man, right?
He is indeed.
They're trying.
I'm assuming
No,
you've
no, not
encountered
quite.
him.
Not
Yes,
quite.
he is busy with someone. So.
Alright, so I'm going to,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if it still applies, but I remember Lady Evelyn telling me
I
in my
see.
weapon today. Girlfriend. I think I'm just gonna get it just in case.
Right, why don't we move to the side, and as soon as he enters, we're gonna slam the fucking
If
iron gate
anything,
in
I
his
should be the
face.
one sending in the front gate. But yeah, well, no.
Do you really think that's gonna do anything to
Yeah,
him?
what I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Well, do you think our weapon's gonna do anything to him? No, I don't think so. It might fall.
That thing's like 8 iron
It's a worth a try.
If you could go retrieve Nadar for me, please.
And I do not want to put a hole in the
Yeah.
person on accident. I'll be perfectly
like a
honest.
hammer or something.
This is supposed to be a close range weapon, not a long range.
Ronan,
Which one?
Nadar, the tree. Which room did the slime go into?
Actually, I just realized
The first room on the right, her door is open.
I see. Thank you.
We did just have this conversation.
What do you mean? I want to get.
I'm saying, what if this thing is a big old distraction and then people decide to kick up in the back? Is what I'm saying.
First room on the right. Not knock.
This one?
I don't think they're in here. No, they're not.
Was the rooms that had a balcony?
We need a way to see who is in which room. Because at the moment, it is very hard to tell who is in what room. It also does not help that Nadar is not in our comms. I suppose there's not much we can do.
You guys wanna run inside? I'm gonna slam the door in his face.
But like I said, just wait. Let them handle it for now, and then if it gets anywhere near us, then we can fucking fuck his ass. Yeah, I got.
Sorry.
It crashed. That is why.
Oh, did they? No, they did not. That's literal kick in the guy. Oh, Peep, bring them over here, Peep. Holy shit.
Peep, bring him over here.
Okay, okay.
You good? You good? Okay. I was about to drag you over. Okay, we good? I would recommend stand back. Usually that would look like a pretty big hit. I'm not going to lie.
I couldn't do anything. I couldn't do anything.
You should have prevented this. I promise.
You good? Any?
Voco, it's a pleasure to see you again.
She's dealing with it. You know what? No, I'm gonna listen to them. I'm gonna be the last line of defense and see if this thing somehow manages to get to here. Wait, hold on. I don't wanna. There you go. There you go.
Slam now the door in his face. Can we get it a little bit
Well,
from the door?
that was...
Tried to get here sooner. Got stopped my patrol.
I see. The patrol, you said. Was it the House of Soul?
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen this thing before.
Was it a large one or a small one?
Medic? Mommy? Mama?
Yeah, I can help you carry that if you would need to get out of the way.
1 second, Voco.
I'm more than welcome to do so.
I'll take the leg.
Jack.
I think his ribs are up. Oh, he's still walking. Never
Alright,
mind.
move it off to the side. Actually, if I can ask something from you, actually, well, after that, well, move it out of the way first, and then we can talk later. That's fine.
Yeah, we need your help to move it out of the way.
Oh, you do actually. I don't know. There you go. There you go. I'm sorry. I kind of got here and I assumed you guys had it. Okay, that's fine.
As you carry the machine, bits and pieces of the golden glowing metal start to fall off behind you.
Why are we carrying this into the premise?
It is dead. It
Yes,
is an automaton.
but it's made of holy metal. And we're bringing it onto our grounds.
I'll tell them.
You need to.
Still
Yes.
have a few healing herbs on me. I'm willing to offer them if you need them.
Thank dear. Take as much as you need.
What is that thing?
By looks of it's a holy construct. Are you in need of aid, Leon?
I can
yes.
heal if needed. I can heal him.
If you could treat Jack.
Yeah.
Although I think he's being treated as it is.
With 16.
Thank you, Mother.
You're welcome.
Go back and play.
Can I get a D20 please, chat? 2 of them.
I touched the golden medal. I didn't know that it is holy.
I can help. I can just use the
Thank you.
Okay, my thing isn't working. Great.
Thank you, Mother.
Anytime, dear.
Thank you. Should I see my ribs? Because I think they got kicked in. I can risk. Oh wait, I don't need to risk. Thank you.
Require the gods.
So nice.
They wish to identify the automaton.
Did you say God?
We just need someone who knows something to look over that.
I don't know what I'm looking at. Apparently they do.
Oh, right, I kinda need one to see
It's right
the
here.
forest.
Also, my old friend Peep over here is actually a mineral expert, so I don't know if he can maybe try and identify what it is.
This is my forte. I could take a peek and see if there's anything with it, but God has fucked off.
Yes, they do tend to like doing that.
Also,
I used my psychic see God ability, and as I asked the question, I saw him.
Yeah, see.
Like I was saying, if you need someone to take this off your hands, we wouldn't mind taking it off of you if you need someone to do
We'll
so.
have to see first. It might have something valuable on it.
I don't know what it's made of. Okay. Actually, so we want to figure that out first. But we're gonna have to wait 5 hours.
That's kind of what I was referring. We can also buy it off of you if that's the thing that's up to offer.
Just smelt it down.
Where is God? I need to look at this.
If it's something we do not need and we cannot make use of, we will be sure to.
I'm down for that. We need to figure out what it is first, because
well,
From what I can see, it looked like it had holy metals in on something.
Like a tent.
A tent.
Oh.
I mean, I could see. Okay, when I look at it, I can tell it's metal. If it's something I've never seen before, I can tell that something is up. I might not be educated on that something, but I'll be able to tell that something's awry. I think I've had my fair share of encounters with weird, holy, as you put it, stuff, so I should be able to deduce if that is it or not. But for now...
Scouting ahead, I guess?
Wait.
She is blind, isn't she?
Oh, Shaw, you mean her? I don't fucking know.
Why is the blind
I'm assuming she has some other fourth way of knowing where she's going, like some other senses. I don't know.
Jack is with her.
I'm not one to ask.
You know what?
I do not tend to question other people's abilities. Hello.
Great.
I'll get you plenty of
I am
wine.
unable to
forget.
kill my own.
Ah, yes.
Hi, Rocco.
One moment, dear.
She's using Shadow Touch on herself to stop anything from leaking out of her body.
Oh. Yeah, I might want to.
Bite.
God. Where is God?
Also, a nice punching out there, people.
Be sure to drink as much as you need.
I said nice punching. I thought you
Got a bit too close, so I didn't want it gone. And if you're complimenting anyone, what's
You'll
the fellow
slowly
that,
start to feel better. Give
got
it some
the final
time,
shot in on the
and
thing?
he will.
I knocked it back.
He won't
I mean,
wounds.
honestly, all of them should actually be complimented. Just looking at what they were dealing with, honestly, it's.
One moment while I try to find how effective it is.
Okay, here we go.
What is it?
What is that?
It'll be slow. You will probably have to take it easy. With a 7.
Oh.
Take it as
Okay,
you
tell
will.
that to someone
That's
who.
more of them to deal with
I don't
that.
know how you can exactly do that.
Oh, did you guys want a
Oh,
alive?
he did. He's not alive anymore.
Okay, he's dead now. He's
It
dead now.
was
Yeah, he's not
alive.
alive anymore.
I would
God,
like to take
okay.
the body.
And you can't go for it.
I'm just taking the soul body.
Vampires. Jesus.
Where has Kaz gone?
So,
He's a peon.
He's not vampires, but he's actually good.
He's a peon.
whilst we wait for
from
God,
the village. He has information.
aside from this, how has everyone's day been?
Useless.
Yes. These are just servs.
So good medically.
Giant spider.
I still happen to have a few healing herbs on me if you ever need it.
I'm fine for the time being.
Also, hey, Cupcake.
Although,
Mother, I'm going to be inside, getting rid of this body.
of course.
I mean, I suppose. I don't fucking know.
Do you have any way of getting a psychic link with God? As this is getting a bit
Yes.
silly.
I will.
Oh, okay. Also, they just took down this giant ass construct.
Maybe if we rub your head for good luck, you'll fall
Kazuki,
quicker.
people are asking for God so they can find out what this construct's made from and other things.
Nah, I can drag it. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's what we're
It's
trying
also-
to do.
it most likely probably is
Which is
holy,
why I said don't
considering,
touch it.
Pardon?
Yeah, it's probably holy, so don't
But
touch
we've
it.
been
I'll
waiting
do
for
it.
God for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
We need
So-
to
Confirm.
just keep it on hold for now.
Understood.
Maybe.
Ironic that a place like this would still use God, but you know.
I'm afraid you're going to have to wait for a little bit. They're a bit preoccupied at the
Yeah,
moment.
it's fine. We have
My lady.
patience. don't
Okie
worry.
dokie.
Yes.
I can wait.
This
Oh,
one is
you
from
again.
King Raymond.
They come from
That's on you.
King Raymond. Pleasure to meet you.
M4A1. I'm part of Rhodes Island. We work with Blackstone. We heard of your situation. Do you require any humanitarian aid?
No, I believe we've all been treated.
fucking explains it. Jesus Christ.
But I think there might be some people which might need to be patched up.
The British are coming?
As we tend
Understood.
to use magic.
Alright, as long as you're having a good time.
We tend to use magic. So I'm not too sure if you can apply bandages and whatnot. I'm not too
Everybody
sure
on the Rhodes
who
Island
is...
is medically trained. We're even capable of field medicines, but sounds like we got guests.
Yes, I imagine we do. You will get used to it eventually, I'm afraid. I hope you're not weak to
Not bad up here.
holy magic.
No, no. Unfortunately, Mans is the only thing that works on me, ma'am. I'm fully synthetic.
You're synthetic. I see. Interesting.
Automaton.
She speaks for the Death Mother.
What was that, sorry?
The threat that's
A
approaching.
creature the night requests you. They speak
I
for
don't know,
the
they're
Death
asking for
Mother.
Lady Ophelia.
I see.
Evelyn, or I can't remember. It's a Ophelia, I think. They're asking for Ophelia.
Lady Ophelia, it is good to meet your acquaintance. Must speak urgent. A message from the lady.
I'm synthetic. I hope you like eating that.
Yes.
Probably means all. I don't think he likes that.
I see. Indoors or outdoors?
Do not mind. We're best for you. Can go wherever.
We will do it outdoors. Voko, if you could be a deer and get the patrons to gather up in one area, so we know where they all are. This way. Excuse me, Jack. What did you say?
So weary, so troubled.
Yes.
Not going as smoothly as once before, Lady Ophelia?
No, we've had quite a few complications, such as uninvited guests, which I'm sure you know about.
Even good old orcs are made weary of now.
No, Jack's just very overprotective.
I see.
Are you against him listening in?
No. As long as the mother respects. Do not wish to upset her, of course.
So you send a message from her? What of the news?
Yes, message. Oh, she is ready for your pickings. Must bring three.
This instance now?
Oh, no, not now, but prepare end of day.
I see. Come again.
Tell them to go to carriage. There I will wait. End of day. Yes.
Understood. Any details on exactly what?
The mother does not tell secrets, but can spill some, only little, in the depths of one of their villages. Changed it has, abandoned they have. Must find out why. Need to find out why. Have left important documents of where goings. If perhaps the mother finds out more about this, we can cure her stone. Land is sick, dying. Humans kill and destroy. Need to find out quickly, or no more blessings there will be.
Yes, that is quite urgent. I'll be sure to select my 3 for this task. I will send them to the carriage when they are ready.
Good. Do urgently. I go.
Safe journeys.
Will you be telling Leon of this, or shall I? He is the one most troubled by his visions and his callings. He has told me personally.
Yes, I suppose we do need to satiate his curiosity. The question is how ready he is at gathering information and at combat.
He's good at combat, and information I do not know. That is usually what you have me do. I could accompany him as the second, but that would leave only a third.
Yes. Decisions. Not much information about what this mission will incur.
Has she ever been
I
straightforward
would
with
like
us?
to offer my services if possible.
The mother isn't exactly known for her clear and concise messaging.
Yes, clarity was not something she was too good at.
We still have time to decide the third.
Yes, so I have to have people gather up, and I make my section there. Although I feel like I'm probably going to take Roko, yourself, and Leon. Although that would mean you would have no medical aid. I would highly suggest that if you're going to be doing this, discretion is advised.
Perhaps it's better to forego me, as I do wish to continue my Blackstone information gathering.
Very true. You do tend to go there quite often, and we would better lost if we were to move you. Perhaps a different third. Roko, you said you're a courier of sorts, correct?
I'm very protective, and sometimes I don't think.
And Leon.
Leon is the one most haunted by these visions.
Yes. Considering that he had his visions, I imagined that she might talk to him some more while on this endeavor.
Indeed.
As it stands, it would be you, Roko, as well as Leon. This will be your first foray into what we do here. I'm sure you won't disappoint.
It is possible we may not even meet combat, but I do not know.
Which is the reason why I want to take people who are good at conveying information and being stealthy. But
sounds like me, but
being versatile and adaptable is much more important.
Indeed. It is your decision.
I will think on it. As it currently stands, Roko and Leon.
I do hope if I'm not chosen, you will also think on my other offer towards Blackstone.
How are your relations with Lord Raymond?
Very good. He offered me citizenship. I took that citizenship. I sided with him during these negotiations when he had them at Blackstone. He considers me a friend. He has even told me so.
And what of your relation with the Lord Protector?
We met once, he called me a whore, I treated him respectfully, I've treated him with nothing but respect.
I'll send you home. I'll walk
But Lord Raymond is above the Lord Protector.
Yes, but the problem
He is
is,
the king, after all.
Evelyn has made a deal with the Lord Protector. And we should know more information about him.
There is a third, the magistrate.
The magistrate?
Them we have... For them I'm friendly with. They gave me my citizenship, and we have exchanged kind words to each other. They expressed their, deepest sympathies, and I responded in kind to their current plight. Told them I understand. I am in good relations. I even have, in Vale's, a passport. My Blackstone citizenship given to me personally by them. Sure, I could offer myself as a gesture of goodwill, and it would not be taken as anything other than altruistic. Especially considering I made it abundantly clear at our first meeting that I intended.
Hello, Midnight King. Welcome to the stream. Sorry if I'm not looking at chat
offer,
so much.
I offered myself. They said no, so it's already been on the table, as it were. So it will not be too strange for them.
In that case, I'd like you to build more relations with the citizens of Blackstone. Specifically those who deal in goods.
You accept credits or unicorn?
I know there is an alchemist there, and I've actually even considered purchasing aphrodisiacs from him to elevate our services. But I want you to give a lot of attention to the Lord Protector. He seems a bit of a...
He's very straightforward and...
straightforward, but a little bit hostile, I feel.
He's like that. He did that. He's the same to almost everyone.
Even if that is the case, it is good to keep your friends close. And if he has such opinions of us, I would like to be well prepared if he were to turn.
The best way to do that would be to stick myself in the little conflict, which seems to have his undivided attention.
Perhaps not get involved in the conflict. He didn't seem too kind to us. Not to mention, if you were to join in the conflict, well, you won't be able to gather intelligence for us. I'm sure if our services are required for such combative measures, there will be talks.
Indeed.
And we will come to an agreement.
I'll try and see. He doesn't really talk to people. He just kind of wanders around, stares at people, talks to his friends.
Gremlin stuff.
It'll take some time to get on speaking terms.
Rome was not built in a day, dear. It will take time and diligence.
Okay.
Another faction there.
Cast, I know you can hear me currently, and for those surrounding me that can hear me, you all are going to hear a deep rumble if you're inside of the Vix Inn currently. Those outside are going to see a heavy flash of light, almost blinding all of you. A couple of the windows at the front of the Vix Inn are shattered and smashed, and a large crater is in the center of where the ground once was.
Why is everyone so quiet?
What on earth was that racket? I apologize, dear. Perhaps when there's better times, we could talk a bit more.
Of course, man. Actually, I do have a question, Mayor.
Yes.
Would it be possible for me to take a look around the area, check out local pathways and things like that?
get familiarized with the area.
You may check around, but I would like you to avoid going up the stairway along the mountains or the hills.
Of course.
It's okay.
Look, it seems you missed a certain smashing of windows and a big crater forming.
Can we?
Reverse engineered.
Oh, never mind. They're mid conversation. We'll wait.
It seems we're in their war
So
zone.
I'll do that. I'll take a look around.
I took a peek at
Take
the
care.
thing. Yeah, it was reinforced steel for the majority, with some sort of holy stuff weaved into it. Which is probably why it'd give people a nasty sting for touching it. There was another metal on it. Never seen such a thing, so I'm really curious. So, after figuring out that it was holy and announcing it, Hay tried to remove the holy from it, dispelling it, being a
Who
holy creature.
did?
But
I see.
And can you describe, because you're the one that did it, so I think you maybe have more.
Right.
Any feelings? Any like?
He's holding the head of the robotic.
Oh.
So once when I was trying
Not
to
dead. That's good to see.
pull it off,
Vast
absorb
improvement
it,
from every
you know,
other time I've
whatnot,
seen you.
it felt like it was trying to fight back, like it was stinging at me, like if you're putting your hands through like a bucket of needles, and it just bounced right back onto the armor, and then it just, well, I mean, they kind of saw the rest of it, but it detonated. It can't be reverse engineered.
Quote unquote.
I see.
I didn't see shit.
I understand that
Oh.
you're trying to help,
You
but
guys are blinded, bruh.
Not blinded, but you know, in a moment. That's how.
Quiet.
You're blind. I'm not gonna.
I understand you're trying to help, but it was not your possession to touch or tamper
sorry.
with.
Oh, come now, Ophelia.
No need to scold them. We appreciate your assistance.
There's now a
nonetheless.
crater outside of our.
And we have learned something new about the very thing that
That it
attacked us, no?
explodes. We have learnt nothing of the fact that it is brimming with holy energies.
It's a
What
machine.
if,
It has a
since it explodes, why don't we just, you know, whenever it comes back, try doing the same thing again, but, you know, while it's moving, it could, you know, detonate itself
And how do you suppose
or destroy itself.
do that?
How do you expect the beings of darkness to do that,
That
dear?
means I would have to do it.
Was it not around?
The thing is, with
I don't know, I don't negotiate.
the thing with that one is that
It has a core at its center. If you rip open the metal
Go
chest
on, dear.
plates,
You said you had an idea.
you can shoot it.
Oh, your little pet. Don't they have something
But this is
peculiar
a
about
fuel
them?
explosion, not
They
that.
told me. Perhaps maybe we can use them.
Ah. Him.
If you intend for him to put his hands inside of a construct and make it explode every time,
It's a suggestion. I don't intend for
The
him to do anything.
explosion, however, wasn't instant. It started flashing and heating up before it did. But then again, doing that over and over again would probably cause lots of damage to everything here, so that wouldn't be a wise idea. Maybe.
yes, Oriana's going to be quite annoyed at the damage done.
How much is it weigh? Like, we could just... No, that's a stupid idea.
Well, we could have
Just
waited.
why not? Why
But
not
then it's
simply
sort of
use
We could just grab it and throw it away, right?
I mean, we can also.
Perhaps. Do we actually have any of the core left
I'm
over?
sorry.
I wish to analyze it.
Maybe it was already going to blow up.
The shattered remains of it.
It didn't mind all of us when we were attacking it as much. It just wanted to go into the inn.
Why don't we make the bridge
It is a being of singular
It
purpose.
wanted to
that is
go
what
into
an
the
automaton
inn.
does.
Beatrix, you're full of amazing fucking ideas. I don't know why I didn't think of that, honestly.
If it exploded when she put her hand into it, perhaps it was
It's just gonna
a
float
bomb of sorts. Comes into this place and blows it up.
It's made of metal. That's what the purpose, because it was adamant of getting past us.
It's gonna sink and then it's
All
gonna
that's
be
left
like,
are these
do you
metal
know how
pieces.
powerful
Just
water
a
is?
simple core.
If you could put that into a sack, please, and then put it up into my office.
Stuff in a holy water, though.
Are we able to?
I'm half tempted to throw you in there and see if it'll take you away.
But it was already.
If it takes me away,
What we can say, dear?
Then you're right.
proven
That's
right on.
Let's go.
Well, I would rather have some sort of security, but the windows are broken. They're
Yes.
completely shattered.
We're going to have to find repairs and replacements.
I was about to go home, and then I saw
I'd be
light.
willing to
That's fine.
also help pay for any damages that were caused.
Well.
You're fine, dear.
I wasn't involved in the explosion, but it's at least I can.
You don't need to pay for the damages. We will... Well...
Oh.
We have enough money to pay
If
for
you
it.
need, I can help with the money.
Just said that.
I'm a bit
The only
responsible for it.
the only thing I would like you to do is to be a bit more cautious.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Mistakes have to be made to learn.
If I may make one small suggestion, consider getting those who fight here some more sources of blunt and raw damage. The blades are deadly effective, but against something like that, if that more of that is to show up, they might not be the best line of defense. Simple mace should be able to do the trick.
I do believe we have people that have blunt weapons, but they're currently not here.
Oh, but they're just not present.
The Lord
Yes.
Protector's guard had
okay
a
then.
blunt weapon. It did not stop the creature.
Hmm.
The automaton.
Oh.
It was. I mean, it was reinforced steel. Even a good mace probably not going to do too much.
You know
It's just very
what
sturdy.
solves reinforced steel? Cannons. Cannons solve reinforced
I mean,
steel,
if you
but
want to put
nobody wants
cannons in front of your enemies,
They're
by all means.
adapting, and
You
I
know
don't
what?
like this.
You know what else works? Tanks.
Is Ronan?
Oh, wait.
What now?
Come here, please,
Tank
dear.
here, you're kidding.
What's a tank?
Who?
Could you see about purchasing
metal vehicle with
replacement for the
cannon in
windows for us, please?
Why would we put a
From our usual supplier.
Of course.
Yeah, because it's
Thank you.
All of the pieces of the golem have also been
Considering
gathered
tanks do not blow up, they simply
again.
Thank you.
What?
Keep it in the storeroom and I'll look into
If
it.
I take a smidgen of the other metal, as I sort of want to figure out what it is.
Yes.
I've versed myself in lots of minerals. Never seen that before.
If you go to Ronan and request it and see that I have given permission, you're free to take a sample. As long as you... Ronan, the one I just
The one
talked
you
to.
just saw, Ronan.
As long
So
as
it
you
uses
tell me
water
of your
to power itself,
findings.
so it can move.
Understood. I mean, since the threat was here and it was found here, I think you would probably be the most important person to inform of this.
Thank you.
what a tank is. A tank is a cylinder that
Also,
you place up
Mother,
there.
before I
It
go
gives you warm
home,
heat.
I'm going to let you know that Jack, Leon and I drained a body. We got rid of the body, but we drained the body and put one in the blood barrel from one of the peons.
One of them
I see. So they brought the peons as well, as well as their golem.
Something I've never seen
Hmm.
before. I have been given permission to request a
Maybe
small
they brought it to
sample see
maintain the
what it is.
automaton.
Look into it.
Perhaps, yes.
I believe there were still
Either way,
pieces out
his
there,
body's
yes.
been taken care of,
It
but
got
there's more
turned into
blood and
tiny little
stored.
pieces. Well, not tiny
Thank you,
pieces,
dear.
but pieces.
I do appreciate your hard work.
I'm going to try to go home again.
Yes.
If it makes you feel better, I punched a hole through one of them. Through one of the people.
Hmm.
Granted, but it'd be by an accident, but...
Did you pick up the corpse and bring it back? Blood is in short supply at the moment. Okay.
My armor is very bloody.
Hmm.
No, I did not.
I see.
But it's on the road, so...
I threw the lord of our house into the river.
You threw Zai?
You actually went through with it.
The lord of our house into the river.
Keep walking.
I see. It's a shame she's not the kind of vampire...
thought
Jack.
just crossed my mind. One of the guards, or at least I think it's a guard of Blackstone, said he works in siege weaponry.
My dad was very religious.
He was willing to offer it to us to provide defense.
Oh, also, look.
I would give permission,
Next
but
time I go to Blackstone.
also ask Lord Evelyn.
Oh, did you actually get it?
Is she up there?
I believe so. And you said you threw Evelyn into the river.
Like next to the piercing.
It's a shame she didn't mount.
Oh, I see. It's like very. Yes.
I've got a bit now. I'm off back to where I reside. As soon as if I find anything out about this, I'll test it the best I can. I'll report back here on Monday. I think I can get here.
Yes, I sadly will not be here Monday, so you would have to give your findings to...
Someone may relay a message at least.
Yes.
For now, take care.
Or perhaps leave it in a letter and have it sent to me.
That could work as well.
Do you require my presence for anything, or may I rest?
You may rest.
Am I doing it right?
I believe we are going to be closing soon. I say soon, probably 40 minutes.
I think you're better with your hands.
But thank you for your hard work,
It's
Roko.
still a long while. Well, I'm sorry about the crater. I'm just gonna walk around.
I'm sure Nadar could fill it. He's good at filling things.
I think.
Please, choice of words.
If you want to tag along, I won't mind at all.
Are you waiting to have a conversation with me, dear?
Yes. Apologies that I didn't speak up sooner.
You're fine.
Before
Thank you
that,
for something very important.
I am cleared for Blackstone's interaction. Yes.
Yes, continue to deepen your bonds. If you mean anything else, you need to be more precise. From my understanding, it is just...
Lord Raymond may ask me to
Oh, I'm sorry.
join.
Probably not.
That is what I'm concerned
Are you
about.
perhaps free this Monday?
To become unofficially official, as it were.
Join Blackstone, or join the war.
Someone has requested a dancing bear.
Perhaps simply Blackstone, perhaps his guard. He seemed very interested in my
while cooking
talents.
Actually, you still need to close windows.
So long as you
For a king's
know where you belong.
Of course.
This is your home.
So I told him. Indeed. I told him I cannot be part of a conflict that takes me away from here. But guards, visors, these are just day-to-day things that I can.
They just
wonder
gotta
about.
warn you, Jack. You gotta be careful.
Yes, then you have my permission.
Especially there.
The king ordered a lot of things. They ordered a midget.
Very well.
But make sure that your relations with the king is kept secret. We don't want the Golden Empire to cause problems.
It will be. I'll make sure of that. As well as any further relations with anyone. I'll make
Yes.
sure.
To say you're a lone agent, or no affiliation.
I am simply helping.
Yes. I'm
Please start closing.
very sorry, dear.
It's fine. No, there's a lot that seems to have happened. Bit of property damage, attacks on the road. Yeah.
Yes, this happens quite frequently, I'm afraid.
Upset. But it does not matter now. I'm sorry.
Can we talk?
Yes.
It's okay.
Did you want somewhere
Yeah, but I
private?
don't have much memory of it.
Perhaps.
Are you staying the night here, or are you headed?
More of an open door type thing, but get out of the main hallways away.
If you would like to come sit with me by the
Besides,
fire,
I
then.
would like for you to be careful.
Nina, could you please get me a glass of blood?
One of the things I actually wish to discuss.
Yes, but he is Different story.
Which is...
You mentioned something about your blood supply being low, or...
Yes.
Body supply?
No, our blood supply is dangerously low.
Well, Rhodes Island, we do pride ourselves on our medical proficiencies. We do have a fair supply of transfusion bags.
I see. And this is going to be for sale.
Willing to... Your people are under attack and are in desperate need. If you wish to pay for our services, you may, but we are here primarily as a humanitarian aid group.
I'm afraid, as much as I appreciate charity, you do realize that this is a brothel, right? And that we are vampires.
People are people. Rhodes Island's main motto is no matter what your past is, you're welcome within our doors. We don't care what you were. Or what you are.
Yeah, thank you, dear.
There's a group out there that's seeking to exterminate a group of sentient life just for trying to live life. From everything we've been told. Holy or not, holy doesn't mean good.
I see. So you wish to give us some level of resources? Make the go boom, yes.
Assist if you're in need. It won't be too much. A lot of our resources have recently been procured by Blackstone for the war in the north, but we do have spare.
I offered a place in Gale to set up a fortress. This would be good for a trade route.
Though the blood you are getting is medical blood that's been stored in coolers.
I see. So it's not quite fresh.
So, blood that's... It won't be fresh now.
Is it free of impurities?
It is free of impurities. We don't take any sort of blood that has signs of disease or unnatural. And the most blood we do carry is either O positive or AB negative.
I see.
We do carry blood of other types, but considering we go into combat situations often, we need a general blood type so we can provide to injured civilians and the like.
And you do realize we're going to be using this blood to sell business and feed?
It's part of food supply. Instead of MREs, you'd be, well, getting blood bags. Of course, we do have a synthetic alternative to human flesh, which we have prototyped with a race known as the Eaters, if you've heard of them.
Can't say I have, I'm afraid.
Fair enough. We do know it's able to sate their bloodlust, and they eat human raw, so...
I see.
It's synthetic, though, so it's not something you could have all the time, but it's for emergencies type deal.
So the blood that you have is synthetic?
And the rations we have, which are human flesh, are.
Ah, I see.
Pardon me, ma'am. I'm going to be heading out.
Yes.
And delivering that letter.
If you could. Be sure to have a safe journey.
I will. Excuse me.
And thank you again for your hard work, Ronan. Yes, I'm fine. Just having a talk with our guest here.
Operator M4A1.
M4A1.
Officer Rhodes. My friends call me Emmy.
I see. Apologies, I'm very bad with names, but with faces, I'm much better.
Fair enough. There's a lot of people to get to know, especially when you're running something like this.
In regards to your donation of blood, I'll have to see about it. Perhaps a sample would be first, and then we can see whether or not my family here can consume it.
Well,
my face is itchy.
I'm gonna pull out a large medical kit. We're gonna open it up, open up a side pouch. And they offered you a bag of blood marked O positive.
Thank you, dear.
They're stored in a essentially vacuum-sealed bag to preserve freshness, prevent it from oxidizing. That way we can use it for transfusions.
I see.
Now, from my understand, some vampires who we've treated before, they do say that the blood isn't... It's palpable.
But it's not satisfying.
Essentially, it doesn't satisfy that need for hunting.
I see. So it would do the job to, well, help us heal, but won't satiate us.
Yeah, and this is from one of our own operators. Her name's Jewel. If you've heard of her, she's a individual. Tends to sneak around a lot, but medical. Hemomancer.
I have not heard of him, I'm afraid. In fact, I think this is the first time I've heard of your organization. I did not realize.
We operate outside of Orlando, Saka.
Orlando, Saka, you say?
Oh, we're contracted to Blackstone. In fact, our chief administrator is a citizen.
I see. In that case, we will need to be more acquainted then. What is it that you focus on? You said humanitarian causes.
Essentially, Rhode Island's mission is to go into either war-torn areas or areas that are under threat of extermination, and provide not just security for our own people so they can provide medical as well as food and even shelter if necessary, but also to, long story short, give people hope. Because a lot of that ain't running too high in the Metaverse.
Yes, this place does seem to be quite bereft of aid for other people. A noble cause.
Thank you for the compliment, ma'am. We're just trying to do what's best. And through our actions, we've assisted Blackstone as well as your own. We hope to show that we don't care what you are. You live and breathe in, well, maybe not breathe in your case, but sentient. The only thing we won't deal to groups is weapons.
I see.
First, to prevent technological contamination, because, well, you can imagine if a place like this suddenly had anti-vehicle weapons, it'd be a bit of a startle.
We're a bit old-fashioned, I'm afraid. Even if we had access to those things, we would not like to use them. Not to mention the kite gaudy.
Fair enough. But That's why I'm here. In that case.
I would like to continue this talk some other time. Sadly, we're closing up and you will probably need to leave. The sun is coming up and the House of Soul likes to patrol the streets. Well, streets. Patrols the roads. I cannot guarantee your safety.
For me to rent a room for the night.
Yes, it would be. Beatrix, you happen to know if there's any rooms available?
I think we haven't given a lot away today.
And it's fucking crashed again. I see.
Maybe 1 or 2. So 3 more should be free, if I count right.
In that case,
I'm on the path.
I was going to say, even if you're here for humanitarian reasons, we still have to run a business. And you will have to pay, I'm afraid.
It would be a 50 gold per night.
I can pay it.
We also do take your credits as well, if you use credits.
We use whatever's common to the area. We tend to get things transferred before we go in. That's why I was late.
I see. Yes, we use gold coins here. If you'd like to come this way, dear.
Yes, whatever smallest room you have available, I'll take it. Hell, I'll even take a broom closet. Don't need much.
Sorry,
No,
come
I'm the one
again.
that's,
Can I quite hear you?
That's I said, even if you just have broom closets available, I'm okay with that. I sleep standing up anyways.
I see. No, that would not do. We tend to treat our patrons here quite well. And sorry,
Close, ma'am.
your name again?
Emmy.
And just a 1 day, correct? Okay. And the payment, please. Thank you.
There you go.
Beatrix, if you could show our guests to their room.
Of course. Mother, I need to speak to you after that.
Of course.
Follow me.
Oh, fuck.
I like you too.
Have you decided on the 3rd member of your mission?
Fashionable and there's one there.
I wish to ask before I retire, just in case.
Who is remaining?
I know Beatrix's Leon is still here.
Leon's already been picked, as well as Rocco. Nina.
Rocco's here.
Yeah, thank you very much, miss.
How do you feel about going on a task?
Yes, of course.
I am not too sure when the task will happen, but you'll be doing something specifically for the Dark Mother. You'll be going with Leon as well as Rocco, and I want you to keep an eye on Rocco. It would be his first mission with us.
Yes, I accept. I want to do this for me and for the Dark Mother.
You'll be meeting up with an orc at the carriage, and they will take you to the location. All three of your safeties are paramount. If it's beyond your capabilities, there's no shame in retreating. You're much more valuable to me alive. You're also family.
Yes, of course, Mother. Thank you very much.
Think about more than just the call in your head and the drive.
To be an honor to do that.
To other people behind you.
I hope the task as well.
But you can't sacrifice everything.
Beatrix, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, exactly what you're currently talking about.
I see. Were you hoping to go instead?
I would like to go.
Just don't fall into the call.
I don't know much about the island, and it's a good chance to learn something.
Siren song is very hard to go away from once you start hearing it. Just be careful. It's very easy to be entrapped.
I already have Voco going, and I do not feel too comfortable sending two people which are not used to our practices. It is a shame, though. If there was 4 people allowed, I would have sent you. But sadly, it's only 3. Have a good day. And rest well. My throat is fucking up. I'll be sure you go into the next one.
Okay.
It's just with very limited information and limited knowledge of the situation. It is hard to send anyone there who is specialized for specific things. I actually have a request for you. As you're aware, there's a golem exploded into little pieces, and its shards scattered all over the place. I want to see if you can feel anything from it. I'm not asking you to touch it. It is made from holy energies, or at least interwoven into its steel. Do you need to touch it directly to use your gift? My throat.
Well, touching directly is the best thing to figure something out. I could also touch the maker, and then I would automatically see how it's made. But I can try.
Sadly, I do not know much about
people
its
in the
maker.
other world. Oh, well, that's not a problem. I can figure out who the maker is. Maybe. People from other worlds would say wild magic to it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I go crazy.
Wonderful. So yes, if you could, up in my office, I do have a satchel with those shards. If you could use your gift on them and find out what you can find, and then relay it back to myself and Evelyn, that would be great. I'm going to retire for the night. Do not forget to go to Carol's the carriage. There'll be an orc waiting for you. Oh, my voice is... You are also going on this mission as well, Leon.
Understood.
Your visions. I am hoping that while you're there, the Lady of Undeath might bless you with more. But be sure to keep yourself under control. You were quite panicked last time. And well, if you're in a hostile environment, it might cause complications. My voice. Have a safe journey back
Be on
home.
my best behavior then. Thank you, my lady. We will take our leave now.
Good day to you all.
I can bring it back downstairs.
Yeah, I prefer to keep it with me just in case those assholes come back around.
Oh.
Hope you enjoy your night, dear.
Of course, man.
Do you need me to show you where it is?
Yes. Well, I
This
know where
way.
your room is, but I don't think it is also your office.
No, it is not. I'm assuming you won't need the whole bag. So if you'd like to take a few shards and scry what you can. If you need medical aid, come to me. I will heal your wounds up. Enjoy your morning, dear. And rest well. My body.
This nice place been hiding from me. God damn, this place is aesthetic as fuck.
Yes.
It is indeed.
I'm sorry, I failed, Evie. I failed.
What have you failed with, huh?
She was given the task to go on this mission. But when I came down, the people were already been picked, so...
Yeah, everyone kind of scrambled for it. I'm not very good at leadership, so when it comes to those kind of things. Again, Kazuki said 3 people. I felt like 3 people was a bit too small.
I was behind the tree when you had the conversation with the goblin thing.
Yes. I just could not be bothered to walk inside the building and go upstairs, so I was like, we'll just do it here.
I will always find you.
Why is that? You a bit of a stalker right there.
Yeah. She is your stalker.
Yes, Ophelia is this character, and she owns the brothel. If you're still here, Midnight King. Let's actually have a look. Nope, they're gone. Oh, fuck. Yes, I am in pain.
Hit the greedy for Blackstone.
Hey, Azzy, how are you doing? I'm in pain.
God, it is really hard.
I am tired,
to
yes.
play
very
a
tired.
synthetic that doesn't really have like any sort of feelings or anything like that towards more things involving a brothel. She doesn't even understand what the fuck lust is. And then I'm surrounded
exactly.
by pretty people, and it's just like, wow, I am feeling something. All right, that's weird.
Gosh, I came so late today. I think I was RPing for like 30 minutes.
You could have said something.
Patrons touching things, yes, patrons need to stop touching things.
Longer actually, but I'll have to come sooner next time.
Oh God, you remind me of Soppy.
When I love the moment with the fucking golem when I just realized this thing is fucking slow. I just turned around and walked away from it like very slow.
What the fuck are you, dude?
And then I called you and was like, yeah, I could use some help here. I mean, it's pretty slow, but it's coming.
I need my combat model so badly. I really need it, but at the same time, I just don't have to do it.
I was afraid to actually come in as the original character that signed up to come here from Blackstone.
Why?
Because I remember the conversation I had with Ray about it. Because they're a Revy model that I use.
Or hopefully
So they're way they have a lot of materials and polys.
Oh, I see.
So they don't meet minimums.
Yeah, things.
I talked to Kaz about bringing Keon here because Keon also has 64 materials. But since Kaiga made it,
I'm gonna try to smack
yes,
him in the
but they're not all active. Like
And then
when
I'll
she
run
doesn't
away.
use magic, just 4 materials are active, and her download size is 22 megabytes still.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You want a spoiler?
You're probably not.
Yeah, the big reason with mine is
Like,
there's a lot of
look at
blood
it.
particles
Say-
and
say
such.
about what?
Look at the stats.
This guy
Say what, Azzy?
is a lieutenant for mass.
Yeah, partly is exactly me right now. It's like.
He's a fang.
So everything except materials is A-OK for the Vixen.
I'm hoping I get someone. I get like under someone's skin when I show up, and just fuck with it.
So your poly's a bit over, but it's fine. Texture memory is fine. Materials, yeah, that's the only thing I think. Particles, definitely not.
Oh my God.
Like, oh, let's go here.
You have so many
I mean,
particles.
everyone who uses magic is over particles.
Yeah, mesh particle polygons. What? I don't even know what that is. Is the ice?
Like that's a
Oh, damn it.
material, and this is a material or 2.
Ow, my eyes.
This is at least 3 materials, I guess.
This was the one I was gonna. This was the one I was gonna come in with, but in this world, she's a bit heavy. She works fine in Blackstone. I don't flux in Blackstone when I use her.
250 materials. Holy moly!
Wanna know why? Wanna know why?
So all the particles. I mean, I get it, but still, 215. You don't need that many.
Yeah, it's insane.
Like,
it's part of Revy's models though, and only reason I use it because it was the closest thing I was looking for when it came to the character concept.
Like you can add this stat.
Yeah, that was
Oh, particle systems 182. 182 particles.
So, there's this, then there's, obviously, that, and then there's that.
I
Come down.
I get it, but that shouldn't.
Yeah.
Unless of course the blood splashes are literally made it so it's curved. It's multiple particles for the blood slash.
250 material sauce, Jesus Christ, you're like 30 avatars.
Yeah. There's like 30 avatars and put it into.
What's funny? When I have nothing
Yeah,
else
my favorite.
like this, this
Your
is
favorite?
12
I'm your
materials.
favorite? Hell yeah.
When I actually first joined today,
This is 12 materials.
I couldn't keep my
Nothing
eyes
equipped. I
open.
could walk around in Orlando Soccer like
You know, there's like
fine.
I like
still
streaming.
That's why I wasn't
Yeah, I'm
speaking
still
or anything,
streaming.
I was just like,
I will
Interesting. Right.
stop streaming them in a moment. Yeah, 1 second.
I guess next time it'll be better.
Okay, chat. I'm going to get off now because I'm actually really, really tired and also really, really hungry. Patrons touching things. They need to stop touching things. Patrons need to stop touching things. Why are you touching things? I don't know. You're involved in fighting.
First time I ever made a character.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, Samantha's. Yeah. Nerd. Whoa. How rude. How rude, Adam. Me, a nerd? Partly right.
We have to have the, Kaz told me we have to have the same feel as Maz. So.
You need to get some sleep. Yep. So, you know the drill. If you like what you saw here today, consider giving me a follow. It helps the channel out, but it also, and most importantly, lets you know whenever I go live, which is very important if you want to keep up to date with the story. I have a Discord channel that is available for everyone to join and have discussions, share clips, share music, talk about the roleplay, talk about things besides roleplay. You know, all the fun stuff. We'll see it notified whenever I set up the bot that you can when I go live, and I also have a Twitter channel that is you can follow as well. It will let you know whenever I go live, but please, it is unsafe for work, so no minors. That is it for me today. I will see you guys Friday for Gang RP. I appreciate each and every single one of you stopping by to watch. It means a lot to me. I appreciate it very much. And sorry, you can definitely tell I'm tired. I'm losing my mind here. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you Friday. Bye bye.
Just get like weapons. Just get a.
Yeah.
Just get
weapons
a pole, just get a bent pole, and wrap landmines